Hey everyone, me again. When I uploaded my last Revolution makeup haul, I featured this item, which is the Revolution Regeneration Mischief Mattes Palette. Quite a few of you said that you wanted to see this in a Get Ready With Me, and that's what I filmed for you today. I really hope you guys enjoy watching this. Please give it a thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get started. So I've already primed my face and put on foundation. I'm actually filming a review for this foundation at the moment, hence why I've already applied it. But yeah, I'm just going to put on the rest of my makeup so that I can sit down and film a few more videos. So I'll do my eyebrows first. I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Expert pencil. Mine is in the shade Cool Blonde. I'm just brushing my eyebrows into place first. I just haven't plucked them for ages, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like, on most people, I really love big bushy eyebrows. I just don't know if they look right on me. To be honest, my eyebrows are so blonde that people usually can't tell when I haven't plucked them anyway. It's just when I put on my brow gel later, that's when you can really start to tell that I've got a few like overgrown hairs. I'm going to use the Essence Brow Gel now. I really like this because the brush is quite small and it's got quite a taupe finish. My hair's gone really blonde over the summer, so I feel like a taupe eyebrow just kind of suits me a little bit better at the moment. So this is the fun bit of the video. I'm going to be using the Revolution Pro Regeneration Mischief Mattes Palette. This has got a load of really pretty rainbow shades in here. They're all kind of electric and very vibrant, but there is a white shade as well, so you can kind of mix it with that white shade and create a pastel colour. So when I bought this, I was actually thinking that I would use it on Instagram to do more like creative looks over there, but actually I have been using this on an everyday basis as well. Not all of the shades obviously, but I tend to take like one or two and just mix them with my other more neutral palettes just to kind of liven them up a bit. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to mix it with this palette from Revolution as well. This is one of their chocolate bar palettes. This is the Nudes palette, and this is the only chocolate bar palette they've made that I've actually found disappointing. It's not a bad product. The shades in here are really beautiful. I love how they blend, and I can create some really pretty looks with this, but I find it quite disappointing because there are a few shades in here that actually look exactly the same. Let me swatch a few to prove my point. So this is the shade Stripped Down, which is a really beautiful rose gold shimmery colour, and then we've got the shade Candlelit, which is a beautiful shimmery rose gold colour. Like, literally, can you tell them apart? Really? Because I can't. They're that similar that I really don't understand why they're in the same palette. They're not the only ones though. So this is the shade In the Sheets, which is a matte brown, and then there's another matte brown down here called Brazen. Swatch them both. See what I mean? And then there's two right next to each other here. So they're not as identical as the other shades, but they are really similar. And the shade Love Struck here, it looks really pretty in the pan, but it's not the same once you actually swatch it. It looks a lot more taupe in the pan, but actually when you swatch it, it's really similar to the other rose gold shades in the palette. But anyway, long story short, that's why I haven't given this palette its own review and why I haven't really demoed it on this channel yet, even though I've had this for months. So I'm going to wear this today, and I'm also going to wear some of the shades from the matte palette as well, just to create a really unique and colourful autumn eye look. First I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm using the Maybelline Colour Tattoo again, and I'm just putting this all over my eyelid. It just covers up all the discoloration on my eyelids, and it's the only primer that actually tries to hold my eyeshadow down all day. I have really hooded eyes, so it's going to be pretty much impossible for any eyeshadow primer to do that, I understand. But the Maybelline one really gives it a go. Ooh, you haven't seen these yet, hang on. So you know how I've been reviewing a lot of eyeshadow palettes lately, right? And I realised that I really needed some more eyeshadow brushes, and I went on eBay and I found these for £6. Oh my god, and they're not the best thing that you've ever seen, come on. Like, they've got the mermaid tail, they're gold, and they've got purple at the end. And these were £6. Like, can you believe it? I paid £6 for these. And the quality is really good. Like, I've already given them a wash and they haven't shedded or anything. So I'm going to start off by taking the shades Flustered and Skimpy and just using them to set the Maybelline primer. Next I'm taking the shade Secret, and I am just going to chuck this all over my eyes as a base colour. So this is going in the crease and just on the outer part of my lid as well. And I'm bringing this quite high because I have hooded eyes. Now I'm going in with the Mischief Mattes palette, and I'm taking the orange shade called Daydream. And I'm just gently placing that colour just on the outer parts of my eye and softly kind of blending that in to the other neutral shade just to warm it up a bit. Next I'm going to take the shades Ringleader and Rocket. And I'm just going to put this colour along my crease. I'm trying to do this as sparingly as I possibly can. And then I'm just blending like my life depends on it. I'm going to take the paler pink shade called In the Buff from the Nudes palette. And I'm just bringing this look up even higher. Back to the Mischief Mattes palette, I'm just dipping my brush in the shade Rocket. I was just kind of looking at this expecting there to be a mirror and obviously there isn't one, duh. And I'm just going to put this just on the outer corner and same on the other side. I'm just kind of fusing it over the lid and I don't need to worry too much about the blending at this point because I think I'm going to do a cut crease. And then I'm putting the shade Haunted on an even smaller brush and that's just going right on the outer edges of the lid. The Mischief Mattes palette is very pigmented. Try not to pick up too much colour. Just start out small and build it up. I'm also going on the outside of my crease, just on the lower edge here. This all looks a bit crazy right now, but trust me, it will come together, I hope. Now I'm going to cut my crease using the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C1. And then I'm going to finish off the look with the shade Stripped Down in the Nudes palette. And this is going to go over my cut crease. And actually I think I'm going to get an inner corner highlight as well with the shade in the Nude. I've just realised that my eyeshadow matches my new brushes. I promise that wasn't intentional, it's just a very happy accident. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. I'm just going to put some eyeliner on now. My favourite one is the eyeliner from Primark. It's the one with the really fine tip. I need to get a few more of these actually as backups. I will pick some up next time I'm in there. I'm going to start just by really finely going against my lashes. And then to do a wing, I kind of hold I'm trying to do this while filming myself at the same time. I kind of hold the pen at an angle and then stamp it and bring it in. And once I've got my line down, I can just fill it in like that. Okay, my eyeliner's done now. It ended up getting a little bit bigger than I thought it would, and I've done that kind of cat eye thing that I've seen on Pinterest where you bring it down to this corner. I quite like it. Anyway, I'm just going to add some of the AOA Fat Lash Mascara. Contrary to the name, this doesn't really do very much. It's more of a natural mascara. It's just to add a little bit of colour to my lashes, and then I'm going to attempt to apply some false lashes. I know, who am I? But today I'm going to be using the Cara eyelashes that I picked up in my shop AOA haul. So I put my false strip on my right eye and I was like, oh my god, this is so easy. Why don't I do this every single day? And then I put the one on my left eye and it took like 4 or 5 times, and every time I took it off, it took off a bit of my eyeshadow and it took about 10 minutes, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is why I don't normally wear false eyelashes. But anyway, I do feel like if you're doing something a bit more extravagant with the eyeshadow and going all out with the eyeliner, then you might as well add the false eyelashes. It just kind of finishes off the look in my opinion, but obviously you don't have to wear them. I'm going to finish off the base before I finish the eyes. I'm going to take the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer again, and I'm just going to go underneath my eyes and over any blemishes. I'm going to try not to wear too much concealer because I am filming a foundation review, and when I do that it's just nice to be able to see what the foundation looks like without too much help. But at the same time I am filming a bunch of other videos as well today and I need to look semi-presentable. I'm going to set everything with the Maybelline Matte Makeup Powder in the shade 10 Classic Ivory. I don't think I've used this bronzer on camera yet. This is the Revolution Summer of Love Triple Baked Bronzer, and I thought that this looked kind of ideal for pale skin because it's a fairly pale bronzer. Like, it's one of the lightest ones that I've ever seen. It's also got quite a bit of shimmer to it, which I'm personally into. It does look a little bit on the orange side, but I'm going to see how it looks once it's actually on the face. So I'm just taking a larger brush. That's probably too much. I'm just taking this on the outer perimeters of my face and then just brushing it through the centre of my face as well and down my nose. I just think that that looks really flattering. I've been doing it a lot over the summer, especially when I'm filming as well because I'm so pale that the lights can sometimes wash me out. I'm going to be using the NYX blush in Tauped Contour. I know that I've mentioned this before in my contouring products for pale skin video, but I don't think I've actually demoed it in any of my tutorials, so that's why I wanted to use it today. Fucking open it, hang on. There we go. I personally like to use an angled brush when I contour, and I'm just carving out my cheeks with this and going down my neck. I had tonsillitis at the beginning of the year and I lost all of my jaw definition and it just looked like I have a double chin, and my jaws never really come back. So that's why I put a lot more contour on than I used to. I have a really massive forehead, so contouring just helps give the illusion that it's not quite so ginormous. One of my favourite blushes for autumn is the Max Factor Creme Puff blush in Nude Mauve. I've mentioned this a few times on my channel, so I'm sure you're probably all sick of me talking about it. But I feel like it will go really nicely with this look because it's got a little bit of pink to it, which will complement the eyeshadow. But it's still a little bit warm as well, which will go with the kind of autumnal vibe that I've got going on. Have I put too much on? In my flip out screen it looks like I've got way too much product on, but in my mirror, which is right next to me, it looks absolutely fine. So I'm not sure which one is lying to me. So I've just checked in natural lighting and here the blush looks absolutely fine. So if it looks like it's too much on camera, it doesn't in real life. You'll just have to take my word for it. Anyway, onto highlighter. So this is the Goddess of Faith highlighter. It says Goddess of Love on the front, which is really confusing, but on the back it says Goddess of Faith. And this is an absolutely stunning highlighter that I got in my recent Revolution haul. And I did swatch it in that haul, but I haven't applied it on my face in any of my videos, so I'm just going to do that now. And I'm going to try and be quite sparing with it. And yeah, it's quite a pigmented highlighter, so I'm going to try really hard to not go too over the top. Plus I think if I build it up too much, it might look a little bit dark for me. But yeah, I just want to go for a nice glow today. I don't want anything too blinding. Maybe I do actually, that looks really nice. Okay, so I built it up a little bit more, but I like it. I'm going to finish off the eyes now, and I think I want to follow the same kind of purple and then rose gold colour theme on my lower lids. So I'm just going to take the Ringleader and Ricochet shade, and these are just going to go on the outer corner. I'm just blending it into the centre and fusing it down a little bit as well. And then I'm going to go in with the rose gold shade called Strip Down in the Nudes palette. And I'm just packing that in the inner corner and then blending it out into the centre. I'm just touching up my inner corner highlight with the shade in the Nude. And then I'm going back in with the Primark eyeliner I used earlier just to recreate that flick that I had in the inner corner before. Then I'm going to tightline my eyes using the Barry M Kohl pencil in black. I'm also going to do my waterline with this Primark Kohl pencil in Wide Awake. And then I'm just going to put the AOA Skinny Mascara on my lower lashes, and I have finished the eyes. And now I'm just going to do the lips to finish off the look, and I want to start out by using the Revolution lip liner that I got in my Revolution haul. This is in the shade Worth It. I'm still not sure if this was supposed to be in my goodie bag or if it was sent to me by accident, because it's usually in a lip kit. Either way, I didn't order this myself, but I really like the colour. Actually no, that's way too dark. I would like it if my eyes were a little bit more simple, but I think with this eye look it's a bit too much, so let's try something else. Let's try the Rimmel Lasting Finish lipstick in the shade Asia. And this might be a terrible idea, but I think I want to go over the top of it with this Revolution lipstick in Chauffeur. And this is the finished look. This left eyelash has been trying to come off for most of the video, so I'm very excited to be taking it off shortly. I'm really not used to having this much colour in my makeup, but I kind of like it. It's so different to what I normally do on this channel. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, especially those of you who wanted to see this palette in action. All products mentioned will be listed in the description box down below. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. I make new videos every Wednesday evening and Sunday morning. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!